Hello everybody, it's Jess and welcome back for another Tefloption. This week's Tefloptions are going to focus on the next Jewish holiday that is coming up very soon. Can you guess? It starts with a P. Here's a hint. If you said Passover, you were right. So what we're doing here is some Passover charades. You probably know what charades is. I'm going to give you some words. You're going to act them out. So there's some ways for you to do this alone if you're watching this by yourself. And there's also ways for you to do this with some of your family members. So the first thing we're going to do in order to just refresh all of our Passover words is I'm going to read the short book to you. And then I'll tell you how we're going to start charades. So we've got P is for Passover. Pay really good attention to the words you hear. Because that'll be the words we're going to use for charades. A is for Afikomen. The search will be fun. The broken matzah is hidden, and our story's begun. B is for burning bush. Flames Moses saw. God sent him a message. He listened with awe. Just like I do in person, I'll read the words, and then I'll show you the pictures. C is for Haroset. Nuts, apples, and wine. We eat it at Seder, add cinnamon to mine. D is for Dayenu, the thank you we sing, for all God has brought us, for freedom, each spring. E is for Elijah, front doors open wide. We fill up his wine cup. Will he come inside? F is for feast, Seder meal we share, to honor our freedom. I relax in my chair. G is for gefilte fish. Graham makes it from scratch. Put horseradish on it. I'll eat the whole batch. H is for Haggadah. Let's follow along. Read the Passover story and sing every song. I is for infant, adrift in the water. Found in a basket by Pharaoh's young daughter. J is for journey, we relive it each year. A trip across the desert to a land free from fear. K is for knedels, or matzo balls, so fluffy and hot. Matzo balls in my soup. Pay attention to that. Sure hit the spot. L is for l'chaim. To life we all cheer. Aunts, uncles, and cousins all join us each year. M is for matzah, flat bread made of wheat, quickly baked before fleeing. It's crispy to eat. Do you like eating matzah? Some people do. Some people don't. I like it with butter. N is for Nisan, the Hebrew month that Passover's in. Full moon rises bright when Passover starts on this month's 15th night. O is for One Little Goat, a song that I love. The goat gets in trouble and is saved from above. P is for Passover, or Pesach, some say. We celebrate freedom on this holiday. Q is for questions. How many questions? We got 4. My brother recites, why is this night different from all other nights? R is for Red Sea that parted so wide, how everyone danced when they reached the far side. There's Miriam leading us in celebration. S is for Seder plate, don't forget that word, filled with 5 things. Taste the maror and the bitterness it brings. Some people add even more things to their Seder plate. T is for 10 plagues, 10 of them. Gave Pharaoh a fright. Hail, grasshoppers, frogs, and day turned to night. That's darkness. U is for unleavened bread and also sweet cakes. My favorite's the brownies that Dad always makes. You like brownies? I do. V is for vegetables to remember slave years. They're dipped in salt water, which reminds us of tears. W is for wine that Aunt Liz helps me pour. I fill each glass once and again 3 times more. is an exodus that Moses once led away from the Pharaoh. I said Pharaoh. The Hebrews all fled. Y is for the youngest, who plays a big part. A small person asking 4 questions. So smart. Z is the sleepy sound tired kids make. The Seder was fun, but we can't stay awake. All right, I hope you paid good attention to some of those vocabulary words. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to act out 3 of our Passover words, and then you'll have a chance to guess, and anyone with you, and I'll tell you at the end. All right, here's my first one. Did you guess it? 4 questions. All right, good job. Here's my second one. It's a challenge, but I think you can get it. What do you think? It looks like I'm flipping through a book. What's the book that we use for Seders? If you guessed Haggadah, you were right. And here's the third one that I'm going to act out for you. What do you think the last one is? Did you see that I was stirring something, shaping something, and eating something? If you guessed matzo balls or matzo ball soup, you were correct. All right, great job with that. So here's what we're going to do now. I've got 9 other words. I have them written out. I'm going to hold them up in front of the screen. And what you and your family can do is you can pause after each word. One person can look at that word, decide to act it out for everybody else, and then hit play again and you'll see the second word. If you're doing this alone, you can just act it out alone because that's fun too. You can also record yourself on a video and send it to a friend or family member. All right, here's the first word, so I need only the actor. Remember, charades are totally silent. My first actor, here's the first word. Matzah. If you have people in the room who are going to be guessing, you can also put it on silent so you can read the word, but they don't hear me. All right, pause it, go act it out. Welcome back. I'm sure you did great. Here's our second word. 10 plagues. There's cattle disease, frogs, locusts, which are like bugs, hail coming from the sky, darkness. You can act those things out. The second one we love doing on Jewish holidays. The third one is eating. All right, who's my next actor? I've got Pharaoh. Pharaoh was the mean king of Egypt who said no when Moses said, "Let my people go." I've got sing or singing. We do that a lot at the Seder. All right, next actor. Here's a Seder plate. Kind of a hard one, but you can do it. We've got a few left. I hope your family's having a good time, getting a little silly. Here's an egg, something that's on the Seder plate. 2 more left. This will be a really fun one to act out. One of the 10 plagues is a frog. Ribbits, ribbits. And the last one, afikomen, the broken piece of matzah that kids find at the end of the Seder. All right, that's it for charades. Obviously, your family can keep making up more words and play this over and over. I hope you all have a terrific Passover. Bye, everybody.